About a year ago, I made a video on Pokemon that were accidentally revealed early by Game Freak and the Pokemon Company, and you guys really enjoyed it. I initially thought that there wouldn't be that much more to talk about with this topic, because how many Pokemon could there possibly be that are accidentally revealed early, but since you guys all enjoyed that video so much, I decided to do some digging, and believe it or not, I actually discovered 13 more Pokemon that were accidentally revealed early in one way or another. So we are here to cover that topic once again today, and with that being said, let's go ahead and get into it. These Pokemon may have been accidentally revealed, but what is no accident is today's amazing sponsor, Ridge Wallet. I have used a Ridge wallet myself literally every single day of my life for like 4 or 5 years at this point. It's been so long I can't even remember, and that is honestly how much I love it. And now, Ridge is proud to introduce their new Hyper Lime colorway for both their wallets and their key cases. If you haven't yet, you need to hop on the Ridge train because the wallets are just that nice. They can carry everything you need, but they do it in a sleek profile that doesn't become a mess like other wallets. It's not clunky or annoying to carry around, and in fact is a dream to place in your pocket when you go on your daily adventures. And Ridge's key case does the exact same thing for the janky jangliness of your keys. And let's be honest, no one wants to keep their keys all jangly. They even come with a lifetime warranty and a 99-day risk-free trial, so there is literally no reason to not just give it a try. And by going to ridge.com/hoops and using the code HOOPS at checkout, you can even get 10% off of your order as well. That link is in the description below, so be sure to check it out, and a big thank you to Ridge for supporting the channel. We're going to start things off here with a couple of Pokemon from X and Y. There were a couple of Kalos Pokemon in the last video too, showing that Game Freak were kinda letting things slip through the cracks all over the place with these games. This time around though, we're talking about Skiddo and Aurorus. Skiddo was officially revealed by Koro in August of 2013 alongside Dedenne and Bunnelby. However, it was seemingly revealed by mistake about 3 months before that in May. In an officially released pre-release screenshot that, according to Cerebi, was released on May 14th of 2013, the two sleeping Skiddo of Lumiose City can be seen in the background of this particular shot. Again, about 3 months before Skiddo's actual proper reveal. It's almost as if Game Freak and Nintendo just didn't realize that they were there and that they hadn't yet revealed Skiddo when they decided to release this screenshot, which is definitely a bit of a slip-up. A similar thing happened to Aurorus as well, as French website Jeux Video apparently accidentally leaked artwork and screenshots of Aurorus that made their way to the public shortly before it was ready to be officially revealed in September of 2013. This reportedly led to the Pokemon being revealed without its name, typing, etc. being known, which is definitely not what the developers intended, but the official reveal was then properly made shortly thereafter, making this accidental reveal pretty short-lived. It's not just Gen 6 that had messy reveals though, as Gen 7 was arguably even messier. I mentioned multiple examples in the previous video of Alola Pokemon that were revealed early, but there are even more to be had here too, like, for instance, Rockruff. Similar to Skiddo, Rockruff was accidentally shown off before its official reveal in a small clip of one of Sun and Moon's early trailers, where it can be seen in the overworld next to an NPC. This led to rampant speculation shortly thereafter on what this Pokemon could be and what it could look like, before the Pokemon Company officially revealed it soon thereafter. It is also worth mentioning, though, that there is always a possibility that this wasn't entirely an accident, and they just decided to include Rockruff here to get people talking. But since it was still revealed, quote-unquote, before its official reveal, and there's no direct evidence to suggest otherwise, I think it can still be included amongst this particular group of Pokemon. Another ginormous element of Gen 7's accidental reveals were its trademarks. This generation literally began with the trademarks for the game's logos being discovered and leaked before the games had even been revealed, and this kind of accidental reveal would continue to happen throughout Sun and Moon's pre-release season, as at the time in 2016, I don't think that Game Freak or the Pokemon Company had realized quite yet just how crazy Pokemon fans were or how developed the online community had gotten at that point, and that it was actually possible that fans could dig this stuff up. Looking at the Pokemon, though, the Japanese names of the starters were unintentionally discovered before their official reveal thanks to trademarks for their names that had been filed prior to when they were officially revealed in May of 2016. Solgaleo and Lunala were also first shown off at this time, but their names, and therefore what they were based on and what we could expect them to look like, were also accidentally revealed via trademarks that were filed all the way back in February of 2016, over 2 months before we would get our first look at the legendaries, and over 3 months before we would actually learn their names officially in June of that same year. The same thing even happened to Marshadow as well, as a trademark of its name was also filed around the same time as the others, and was also discovered by fans, which definitely was not intended by the Pokemon Company, as Marshadow, as a mythical Pokemon, wouldn't be revealed officially until even later after these other Pokemon in April of 2017. Which was about a year after all of these trademarks were first discovered. This next one is interesting because it's not even an accidental reveal yet, but I am including it because it seems like it will most likely come to fruition and ultimately be that way within a couple months or so. I've discussed it recently, and I'm sure you've heard about it by now, but Dipplin, the new Applin evolution introduced in the Scarlet and Violet DLC, is most likely getting another evolution in the Indigo Disc, the second half of the DLC expansion, because of something about Dipplin that very much seems like an overlooked detail or accidental inclusion on the part of the developers. And that detail would be the fact that Dipplin can use Eviolite, which is only usable by Pokemon that can still evolve. There are other factors that point towards this Dipplin evolution happening as well, which is why it seems so likely and why I feel like I can include it here, but in regards to the Eviolite situation specifically, this is a very interesting oversight, especially because we don't even necessarily know if it is an oversight or not. It could be the case that Game Freak just left it that way and didn't really care if it hinted at Dipplin's evolution, but it definitely also feels like the kind of thing, at the same time, that is an accidental oversight that they forgot to take out of the game. So if Dipplin does indeed get an evolution, like it seems like it will, I feel like this one can also go into this category of strange accidental reveals. Now we're going to change our focus to the Unova region though. There are a few Pokemon that were revealed early from this generation, like, for instance, Axew and Pansage. These two were accidentally revealed by the way of some figures of them being leaked online, with no other accompanying information whatsoever, meaning that only the images of the figures were known about at the time. Axew, however, had also been seen along with this in some leaked concept art for the anime that included it and some other Unova Pokemon as well, although nothing else was really known about it. The leak of these toys even inspired a fake Korokoro leak that attempted to interpret what Pansage looked like, with the actual official reveal of Pansage coming a bit later in August of 2010, about a month after these toys were leaked. Following these two come even more Unova Pokemon in the form of, believe it or not, Black and White Kyurem, and Meloetta as a bonus entry on the list. According to Cerebi's account of the incident, shortly before the official reveal of Pokemon Black and White 2, a poster for the upcoming movie Kyurem vs. the Sword of Justice was accidentally published early through a Japanese cinema listing. This poster shows off both Black and White Kyurem and allowed fans to get an early glimpse at these forms seemingly about a day or so before Black and White 2 were officially revealed. Meloetta was also included on this poster as well in an advertisement for the movie's accompanying Pikachu short, which showed it off for the very first time and also before it was ultimately intended to be properly revealed. Meloetta's official reveal would eventually occur just a couple days later though, on March 1st of 2012. And those were 13 more Pokemon who were accidentally revealed early. Be sure to let me know all of your thoughts about these reveals in the comments below, and leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you're new for more, because it really helps out. Also, be sure to check out my Pokemon remixes on Spotify as well as other streaming services, as that directly supports the channel as well and is very much appreciated. With that said, I'll be back with another new video very soon, and until then, as always, thanks so much for watching this one, I really appreciate it, and I will smell you guys later.